only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins.
Pass to kick off for Buffalo.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. First down.
39-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. He's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bills nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
The pass.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Well, absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll go underneath here to Breida, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath. Hit him with the...
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
On the play, recovered by Buffalo.
Two seconds to go, first quarter. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
On the carry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Tua going to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Tua. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
39-yard line.
Tua now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
first down.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
21 yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And Jones has it over the middle. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
46-yard line.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Now Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Bills first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Second and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling? And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Complete.
It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
That's got to be a long day. 49's a must. 49's a must. I'm here all day.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Complete.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
9 yards. And the Bills
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back now in Miami. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Number 26.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
And out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. On Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
49 the mic. Watch 49. I got you.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just like that. Just like that. Mike's 49.
Here's Breida. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's cracked.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
He'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Buffalo.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
The Bills' first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, but it's going to be second down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Miami, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take